Day 14 of training camp, first day after the Chicago Bears. We got a trade, we got roster cuts, and a little bit of a walkthrough. Let's jump into this mamma jam. What is up, Finn fans? Day 14 of training camp. Like I said, we've made a trade. Today is the day that they had to get it down to 85 on the roster. So we made a few cuts and moved the roster spot. It was a walkthrough today, so I don't have any crazy news or notes or any of that stuff. But before we jump into all the good stuff, and then comment of the day, I got a better angle of Tua's interception. If you're on Twitter, you probably know it's been dissected to and from. But I have a better angle on Tua's interceptions, and we'll break that down in comment of the day. A lot of you guys were asking for that. But before we jump into that, I got to shout out a new member, Eddie Gutierrez. Hope I said your name right. Thank you so much for becoming a new member. I almost dropped my pen. Also, got to shout out my guys, patchvibes.com. If you haven't checked out their stuff, I have that like Zubra baseball jersey they have. I'm giving that away, so I haven't decided on that. That'll be probably... They got joint practice tomorrow and the day after, and then you got the day off. I do the preview. Maybe I'll talk about it in the preview. But they have great patches, all that good stuff, t-shirts. Go over, use the promo code DDW2. You get yourself 20% off, and backroom collections. If you want nice artwork in your man cave or some lady cave, I don't know what the female version of that is, go over there, check them out. They have not only Dolphin stuff, but they have MLB and NHL. Whatever you want, let them know. But go over there, use the promo code DDW. You get yourself 10% off. So the Dolphins made a trade today. They traded their 2022 7th round pick to the Carolina Panthers for tackle Greg Little. Greg Little was a former 2nd round pick in 2019. He's got a lot of promise, right? He's got a lot of talent. He's a little bit of a project. He needs to put it all together. It's another scenario where the Dolphins are sending a 7th for a 2nd, essentially. Adam Shaheen, we got from the Chicago Bears. We gave them a 7th. He was their 2nd round pick. Lynn Bowden Jr. was a 3rd round pick for the Oakland Raiders, Las Vegas Raiders. I think we gave them a 4th for him. It's that scenario where there's talent and there's a good prospect. He just needs to put it together, and we think we can. Worst case, he is a backup, but we'll see how he pans out. I like the move for trading for Greg Little. Also, a lot of you guys, and I'm going to address this real quick, a lot of you guys want Michael Schwartz, right? The right tackle that was released by the Kansas City Chiefs in the offseason. That's not a bad idea, but you guys got to realize something. The reason he hasn't been signed yet is he's dealing with a back injury. He has already been on the shelf for a long time at this point with a back injury, shutting him down after week 6, ultimately requiring disc surgery in February. So he had disc surgery in his back in February. It wasn't too long ago. That was 4 or 5 months ago. So if my math is correct, which it isn't, that's 6 months ago, Doug. If he was ready, he'd be signed. And then cuts were today, first round of cuts. So after every preseason game, they have to keep cutting the roster until the final cuts down to 53. So the Dolphins today cut cornerback Jalen Askew, tackle Jonathan Hubbard, defensive tackle Jerome Johnson, guard Tyler Mars, tackle Timmons Paris, and they placed Allen Hurns on injured reserve. Yesterday they signed a wide receiver, which blew my mind. I'm like, why are you signing a wide receiver? And some guys were like, well, Allen Hurns is going to IR. Then we have 11 other wide receivers. But the Dolphins did go out, like I said, made the trade for tackle Greg Little. So that is some news and notes around the team, cuts, trades, all that stuff. Let's talk about what Brian Flores had to say in his presser before camp today. They asked him on not taking Kyle Pitts. Why don't you just stay there at 3 and take Kyle Pitts? He says, we're excited about the draft choices and we are happy with the guys we selected. I feel like he answered that during the draft already. Like I said, Allen Hurns is put on IR with a freak injury. It's supposedly a wrist injury. Parker, Williams, Wilson, Fuller will be out today, and he said they will try to get Phillips out there for some joint practice. Again, today was just a walkthrough. Nothing crazy going on today. He said, when we're trying to work guys back, we'll take our time not to have any setbacks. Phillips needs the reps, but we need to be smart about what we need to do. And that's why you see guys like Devontae Parker, you see guys like Preston Williams, you see guys like Albert Wilson, Will Fuller. These are guys that, yes, we want that camaraderie, we want the reps with Tua, but they don't need to be playing week 1, week 2 of the preseason. There's a lot more time, so they will be back and they will play and practice with Tua. Will Fuller's not playing week 1, so there's no rush on him. But with like Parker and Albert Wilson was out there. He's fine. It's just they're moving him along slowly. There's no need to rush it. Talks about Tua's pocket presence. He says it's a big part of quarterbacking. Stepping up in the pocket, sliding in the pocket to give yourself good throwing lanes. He's good at that. And you saw that when I did the film breakdown, which I'm going to do more if you guys said you like it. Unfortunately, the All-22 doesn't go on until the regular season, which I will be doing that in the regular season as well. So I'll have to go off the broadcast, but I'm going to keep doing it. It was fun. You saw the one play where he dropped it off to Malcolm Brown. Pocket collapsed on him. He stepped up, he stepped to the left, he stepped to the right, and he dropped it off to Malcolm Brown, who ran into the defender instead of getting the first down. I still don't understand that. He says, we're going to try to use the backs situationally to fit their skill set and what is best for the team. Kind of what they did last year. He says Vince Beagle's taking it day-to-day. We are hopefully he can get back as soon as possible. Supposedly it is a left Achilles injury, which sucks. He got knocked out last year with an injury, and now he seems to be dealing with something else. And again, it was just a walkthrough. And walkthroughs, they don't have pads on. They have their helmets on, and they literally like walk through the routes, and just it's more of understanding the concepts and stuff. So Eichenberg and Brandon Jones didn't participate in the walkthrough, but he was out there doing one-on-one training. But Eichenberg was out there and he was playing right tackle. Jesse Davis was not out there because his wife just had a baby today. So congratulations to you, Jesse Davis. Also Isaiah Ford, Askew. Obviously, we know why Askew wasn't out there. Beagle, Javaris Davis, Sathan Carter, and the wide receivers I mentioned before weren't out there. Sathan Carter is understandable. I think he got banged up in the Bears game. Hunter Long participated in drills. He had a knee brace on, but he did not participate in the rest of practice. So, again, slowly bringing him along. Phillips, like I said, and Eichenberg were there for the walkthrough. Davis not there. Kinley was left guard. Eichenberg was right tackle. See how that went. Grant, Waddle, and Jamal Perry working as punt returners. We all saw that, yes, when Waddle was back there, super dynamic. And again, I've said this time and time again, I don't mind if he's there situationally. I want Grant, our permanent kick return punt returner. Coleman seems to be a lock at nickel. Nick Needham was, participating in nickel, and it seems to be his biggest competition. But from what I saw in preseason, that man is just all over the field, and he was making it, the drop off to their tight end. My brain's, it's just not working right now. And he had the whole lane. All of a sudden, here comes Coleman, makes that hit on him. I really like Coleman in the slot. And then Noah wasn't out there during the walkthroughs. And that's all I got. Again, it was walkthroughs today. It wasn't anything crazy today. Tomorrow and Wednesday, tomorrow and Thursday, I don't know what day it is anymore. When you have a baby, the days go away. Tomorrow and Thursday is joint practice with the Falcons, so that's going to be very interesting. Some player quotes from Andrew Van Ginkel. He says, when you control the time of possession like that you're in good shape as a team, and he was talking about against the Bears when they're, not even their first teamers, because a good amount of the first teamers weren't in there. Xavier Howard, Byron Jones, Agba, Phillips, all those guys. But the first, the Bears didn't get a first down like the first 2 quarters of that football game. Even when Justin Fields came in, they got 3 points right before the half. They didn't get anything. And then all of a sudden the second and third teamers came in, and then all of a sudden he starts playing better. So it really shut that down. Robert Hunt says Ahmed is real fast, likes the way he carries himself, and he says he wants to compete against the best. And he's looking forward to going up against defensive tackle Grady Jarrett of the Atlanta Falcons. And then finally, Jakeem Grant talks about that I am the fastest player on the Dolphins. They know what's up. There are levels to this. And I don't want them to race. I know a lot of people are like, they should race. I don't want them to race. And the reason I don't want them to race is all I need is for one of them to push themselves too hard and pull a hammy, do something that they don't need to. I don't want them to race. They're all fast in my book, and I don't care at this point. But that's all I got for you from camp today. Comment below. What do you think of the trade? What do you think of the cuts? It's the bottom 5, get to 85 from 90. So I don't think any of these cuts are crazy. And again, Benito Jones, I think, is an exemption. So I think they're really at 86. But comment below. What do you guys think of the cuts? What do you think of the trade? And again, it's a walkthrough, so I don't expect a lot from that. Let's get to comment of the day. Like I said, for comment of the day, I have a better angle at the Tua interception against the Chicago Bears. Like I said, this has been dissected down ad nauseum on Twitter, but I know a good amount of you guys don't have Twitter or don't follow me on Twitter. So I thought for comment of the day, being that when I was talking about it in my film breakdown on Sunday, I said I couldn't really see the route of where Shaheen was running and, what. Now I could, and I get a better understanding, right? So, like I said, I have this video here, and you're going to see that Shaheen's going to come up over here. The linebacker is going to be dragging behind him. And you're going to notice the safety over here starts to travel over. He notices that Shaheen is going to try to get over here. And what you're going to see is you're going to see Tua slightly look at Waddle over here, who does get open on an out route. And this is coming from CBS 4. They talk about it, and he said that essentially he looked at Waddle like he wanted to throw it to Waddle. But me personally, I think what he did here is I think he tried to look off the safety real quick and then get the ball to Shaheen. But at some point, like I said in my breakdown, that he threw it a little late. And if he threw it when Shaheen got open, it's a touchdown. So if you look, I'll play it. And then boom, right there, throw the ball. Throw it. Just throw the ball. Touchdown. Easy touchdown right there. Just get that ball out right there. Because the linebacker has his back to it's not even in the play zone right here. Just throw the ball now, and it's an easy touchdown. But it's that speed of the game, and it's him questioning himself, which even Brian Flores says is extremely coachable, that he looks over. And you see, he looks over, and it seems like so he's now not looking at him. It seems like he looks over at Waddle, who's now breaking open, which, again, he drops it off to him. He could probably bounce that up to the sideline and get a touchdown. And then looks back and throws it. And if you look again, you can see that the reason he looks him off, if you watch the safety here, right? As he's running his post, watch the safety as he starts to track over to the middle. So he's looking at him, and he thinks that this safety is going to come over and pick it off. So he's overthinking it and thinking, let me look him off, because look at the safety still moving over. And when he looks over here at Waddle, look at the safety plant this foot and start to go the opposite way. See? He starts to move. He looks over. He stops. Then Tua looks and throws it. Essentially, that's what happened. He tried to look off the safety. In my eyes, that's what I saw. He tried to look off the safety, then get it to him, when he should have just thrown it to him as soon as he got open. But it's something to learn from, and it's something he's going to learn from, and it's something that is going to make him better. We've seen this happen with Tua. We've seen the kid, instead of running in for a touchdown, try to throw past to Lynn Bowden across his body to the right side of the field, and it get picked off. And then the very next time he gets down to the red zone, instead of trying to force one of those passes, he runs in for a touchdown. He learns. He's a very quick learner. So he's probably watched, as much as we've broke this down at nauseum, he's probably watched this over and over and over again and said to himself, if it's open, throw it. Just get the ball there. That's all you have to do. And at that point, when Shaheen turned his shoulder just a little bit, he should have just rocketed that ball in there, because there was no way of that safety to get all the way across. Worst case scenario, he doesn't get a touchdown to the 1 yard line, but that was going to be a touchdown all day, every day. But again, I'm going to do this for the second preseason game. So if they play the Falcons at 7 o'clock on Saturday, on Sunday, I will try my best to get you guys the second aspect of that, where I break it down, but I don't have the all 22, but I'll get it for you. But that's the video. I hope you guys enjoy it. And again, you guys told me you like the film breakdown. You guys told me, yes, just do first team, but if there's something really cool for second or third team, show that. So that's what I'm going to do for you guys. And then when the season starts, I'm going to do pivotal plays. I'm not going to break down the entire stuff. But other than that, guys, be sure to check out Miami Sports Music, fantastic site and YouTube channel. Solo D is a part of it. I'm a part of it. TD, K Flexin. Go check it out. But other than that, guys, I'll see you tomorrow for first joint practice with the Atlanta Falcons. But like usual, stay classy. Fins up.